Good morning, guys, and welcome to Friday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. Sun's shining again. It's Friday. We've got Royal Ascot just around the corner. We bashed the bookie yesterday. The World Cup started. A really good time to be around right now. Superb stuff going on at the moment. Having some really nice weather, as I said. And bookies are being bashed left, right, and centre at the moment, especially after yesterday, which we'll get onto in just a second. Got a really good weekend lined up as well, but of course one eye is on Royal Ascot, which gets underway on Tuesday. 5 days of world-class racing, and looking forward to meeting plenty of you on the Saturday. Gold members coming there for free, of course, if you manage to get your tickets. So yeah, plenty taking place today. Before all of that, as I said, excited about the weekend, excited about Tuesday. There's World Cup matches tonight, which I know many of you are excited about. It's difficult, we're all about racing here, but you can't stay away from one of the biggest sporting tournaments in the world, no doubt about that. But yeah, before all of that, we've got a really good day's racing today, actually. I think I'm hoping for more bookie bashing with racing from Musselburgh, from York, Sandown, Clonmel, Chepstow, Aintree and Goodwood. So certainly a busy day of racing, plenty in the way of action, some jumps, some flats, and taking place from the afternoon and right through this evening as well. Should be a really good day. Looking forward to it. Just a reminder, this is a live Q&A session if you did want to join in. That's if you've got any questions about maybe any of yesterday's tips or any of today's, or even just there's a race we haven't covered that you like the look of a bet on but you just want my advice, or you want me to look at a certain anti-post market for Royal Ascot, anything like that, then please do just ask me on this video. If you're not watching this video live or you can't join the Q&A, remember you can just email joe@freeracingtips.co.uk or get in touch via the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold, and you can pretty much ask me anything, even if you wanted to go through some World Cup betting. I do actually, I'm a big football fan. I like a football bet. And of course, we've got the guys over at Free Football Tips as well. Free Footy Tips. Do head on over to our sister site for all World Cup sort of banter and tips as well. But if you want my opinion on some as well, there's no problem with that. I put on the FRT Gold Facebook page. It wasn't the most original selection, but yesterday I put Neymar to score first at about 7-2, and luckily the own goal meant that the first goal scorer bets were still alive, and hopefully plenty of you got on that. But the big winners and the big returns yesterday came in the way of horse racing, of course, and it was a superb day. We had a 3-1 premium tip winner, which saw 12 points profit, so the day's already in profit there. As well as that, we had a 7-2 next best bet winner, and as singles, as I say, the premium tip returned at 3-1. The next best bet returned 9.4 points for a 3-point bet. That's just because there was about 10 pence rule for due to a non-runner there, and it meant that the double for this was around about 15.5 to 1 or so. So an absolutely belting double, premium tip and next best bet there. That's all we need for the day. That's an absolute bookie bashing. If you go and buy £10 stakes, you were looking at well over it's about 20 odd points here. You're looking at over £200 worth of winnings. But that wasn't all as well, because in the Lucky 15, these two, both the premium tip and the next best bet, were in the Lucky 15, and they were along with another 6-4 winner. And the fourth selection was actually a non-runner, which meant that was void from the selection. So what happens there, I believe, is that the £1, of course, that you have on that horse to win, that gets refunded to you, and then your stakes are then spread out between the other bets, other multiple options that are made here. And actually it meant that we were 3-3 yesterday with that Lucky 15, and it returned around about £175 from £1 stakes. So a £15 bet there returned at around about odds of, you could say, about 11-12 to 1. Absolutely superb there. A great day, no doubt about that. And stunning 33 points in profit yesterday. And even if you did a 1 point bet for the double as well, you'd be looking at around, for the premium tip and next best bet double, you'd be looking at around about 48 points in profit as well. So it really was a stunning day yesterday. We can if we get more of the same today, that would be outstanding. But that certainly sent a week in profit. And yeah, we seem to really be hitting some form now. It's been a really good week so far, along with last week. And with the ground drying up, and we seem to have hit some form. The flat season well underway. Long may this run continue. So today we're hoping for more bookie bashing, as I said, and the main tip, as always, is the premium tip today. That's the one that if it wins, we're usually looking at a profitable day regardless of how the others do. So The premium tip today goes in the 650 at Goodwood, and our tip here is the Dapper Tapper, sorry, currently at 11 to 8, and that's from 6 to 4 this morning. Now, this horse has had just one run so far, but that was a really good second place finish actually, and that was second by a neck on that day, and I think the horse will be able to improve on that today and just go one place better. Didn't lose anything in defeat, and for a racecourse debut, that was a really, really encouraging performance. I think the 2-year-old looks to be the one to beat in this race. That, you know, that vital bit of racecourse experience that we know makes all the difference could be key in this one. Does need to improve again on that first run, no doubt about that. This is a Goodwood, you know, it's a tough track, and it's a track that, you know, good horses win at. You have to be a good horse to win at Goodwood, but I think the Dapper Tapper is just that. And yeah, looks to be a decent premium tip today. Perhaps not the longest of odds, but at 6 to 4, I think there was some good value there. Still just about around at 11 to 8, but wouldn't be surprised to see this horse backed. Although sometimes in maidens you can get, you know, some money come for an unraced horse if there's some whispers from yards, but that wouldn't worry too much. I do like the look of this one, the premium tip. Hopefully make it I think 5 winners from the last 7 with this one, and you know, we've had sort of 7 to 2 and 3 to 1 winners in all of that. So yeah, today's premium tip 650 at Goodwood, the Dapper Tapper at 11 to 8, that's from 6 to 4. Right, the next best bet today, that goes in the 410 at York, and my tip here is the Love Island, currently at 11 to 4, and that's from 3 to 1 this morning. So again, a bit of money coming for this horse. Actually won over 6 furlongs 2 starts ago, this one, and then she was third at Chester last time out, but was given a really, really tough draw. And those of you that don't know Chester, it's probably the most important track in terms of where you were drawn. It's a really, really sharp bend to start off with, and if you're drawn out wide, sometimes you can almost kiss goodbye to any hopes of winning a race. So the horse actually did really well to finish in 3rd place on that day, I think. And I think although it's up against some rivals that actually beat her in this race, I think she could turn that form around with a better draw and with a track that isn't as testing as Chester in terms of where you are drawn. And yeah, I think that 3rd was actually a really good performance last time out, considering where she came from, and didn't quite get the run of the race. I think the Love Island can really produce today and reverse that form, and I think that means you do get a bit of value because it might not be the most obvious selection. I think a lot of people, although, you know, we'll see that Love Island's one of the market leaders, they'll look at a horse that beat her last time and probably side with that. But yeah, I like the look of our next best bet today in the 410 at York, the Love Island at 11 to 4, that's from 3 to 1. Right, so they're the premium tip and next best bet, 4 points and 3 points win only bets respectively. Remember that to go alongside these, we have the other 2 which could make up the lucky 15 if you want to do a lucky 15. Alternatively, if you're not a fan of lucky 15, so you don't like multiple bets or accumulators, then you can just do these as a 1 point win only bet. So yeah, either you want to do, my recommendation is 2 points for your total stakes for a lucky 15, or do them, if you don't like a lucky 15, do them as 1 point win only bets. So the 2 horses we've got here are Kinematic, and that's in the 210 at Sandown, currently around about 11 to 4. And then it's Deadly Strides in the 625 at Aintree, currently at about 3 to 1. If you are doing a lucky 15, this will pay around about £327 or so from £1 stakes. So yeah, hopefully another really good lucky 15 today. Premium tip and next best bet, the main ones of course, and if the other 2 can do it, that would be a bonus. Hopefully they all run today, because I think we might have been on for, you know, 4 out of 4 yesterday, as I was feeling confident, but not going to moan at how yesterday panned out, far from it. So yeah, those are today's tips. Looking forward to a really good day's racing, but as I said, one eye is of course on Royal Ascot starting on Tuesday. And actually, in terms of the racing, I think day 1, you know, blows all the others out of water. You've got 3 Group 1s in the shape of the Queen Anne Stakes, the St James's Palace Stakes, and the King's Stand Stakes. And in the King's Stand Stakes, Soul Power, who was last year's winner and no doubt one of the fastest horses in the world, who will need some good to firm ground, I think you want for Soul Power if you're going to be backing him. Richard Hughes is actually the man taking the ride. Ryan Moore has been on board this season, but I think he's Aidan O'Brien requires his services, I think, in this race. And yeah, so it's a positive booking, and one the connections are sure to be happy with. They managed to get the champion jockey Richard Hughes on board 4 there in the Kingstown Stakes. And I think Soul Power generally around about an 8 to 1 shot. You got the likes of Hot Streak and Pearl Secret also at the top of the market there. But as well as I said, the opening day is a cracker. You've got the Queen Anne Stakes. It's all about Tornado at the minute, currently at 5 to 4 here, and I think it's going to take some real beating. I think it was second at Ascot last year, if I remember rightly, and yeah, Richard Hannon's charge really looking to go one better here. 5 to 4. Some might see that as a little bit short for this horse. I haven't looked in depth at the market yet, but I do think Tornado is probably the one to beat. But at 5 to 4, I wouldn't be backing without taking a serious look at the market and seeing if there's anything else that we can find to oppose him, to oppose this horse. Sorry, and then yeah, the almost one of the, I think probably one of the best races of the week for flat racing fans has to be the St James's Palace Stakes. You've got Kingman versus Knight of Thunder. It's part 2. I think someone described it as this time it's personal as well, so it's quite funny there. But of course, these two met in the 2,000 guineas at Newmarket in May, and it was Knight of Thunder who just got the better of Kingman there, just pinched him on the line for Kingman there. Knight of Thunder was around about a 40 to 1 shot for that race. Kingman was, was your favourite, but yeah, the way that this race is shaping up, I think is going to be a cracker. At the moment, in terms of the latest betting, 6 to 5 on Kingman reversing that form. He had previously beaten Knight of Thunder quite comfortably before that. Knight of Thunder available at 9 to 4, and I'm sure that's going to be a popular bet, but this one, in terms of an anti-post market, not one I'm too inclined to have a bet on. I'll probably just take a look and wait till declarations have been made and just see how many runners we've got, whether there's some each way betting available, or which one of these two looks better. And the ground could be key as well. I think Kingman ideally wants some good ground, and if it does get a little bit faster, I think you might want to side with Knight of Thunder. But personally, I do think Kingman is the better horse. That might cause a bit of a controversy, but yeah, Kingman's the better horse for me, and I'd probably side with him if given a free bet, even at the shorter odds, but not one I look at the moment. But yeah, that's just day 1 for Royal Ascot. That's good enough for sort of 3 days of quality racing, but we get all of them in one day. The racing doesn't get worse as the week goes on, I don't think, by any means. You've got Group 1s every day and some really, really good races. I think Saturday's an absolute cracker as well, but all in all, it's going to be an outstanding week at Royal Ascot. But before that, let's look ahead to today. I will actually, if you are on Facebook, the FRT Gold Facebook group, I'll probably pop up a few of my tips for the World Cup tonight as well. Not tips, also maybe a few thoughts on where my bets are going, just as a bit of fun. And please do feel free to join in. Thanks for all of you for joining the Fantasy Football League as well. If you haven't yet joined that, you still have got time. Just send me a message for the details. We've got an FRT Gold Fantasy Football League for the World Cup. As I say, we are all about horse racing, but you can't ignore the World Cup. And yeah, that should be good fun. But if you did want to get involved on that, do just message me. We'll have some prizes for sort of first, second, and third place winners. But yeah, before all that, the most important thing today is today's racing and today's tips. Hopefully we can have a cracker. Any questions throughout the day, please do feel free to get in touch. But other than that, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll speak to you all a little bit later on. Thanks, and bye-bye.